this video, we will discuss a past paper question. And the question is, a sequence of diagrams is made using counters. Diagrams 1, 2, 3, and 4 can be seen in this slide. Now, for the diagrams 1, 2, and 3, we are given a table showing number of counters for each diagram. In the table for diagram 1, number of counters are 4, which can be seen on the diagram. For diagram 2, we have 6 counters in the table, shown on the diagram. For diagram 3, we have 8 counters in the table, as we can see on the diagram. Now, in part A of the question, we have to complete the given table for diagram 4 and 5. We are given diagram 4, so let's count the number of counters. We have 10 counters. We write it in the table. What about diagram 5? Well, it's not given. If we see this pattern in which number of counters are increasing, it is easy just by looking that they are increasing by 2. And hence, number of counters in diagram 5 will be 12. Part B of the question is, find an expression in terms of n for the number of counters in diagram n. What does this mean? To understand and make it simple, we write this question in the form of a table. We have to find number of counters for diagram n. Now, this sequence of counters with common difference d equal to 2 is an arithmetic sequence. And number of counters in diagram n is the nth term of this sequence. Now, formula for the nth term is nth term is equal to first term plus n minus 1 into common difference d. Now, first term is 4 plus n minus 1 into common difference, which is 2. And hence simplifying is equal to 2n plus 2. And thus, we write the number of counters in diagram n equal to 2n plus 2. We can recheck this formula, so let's do it. For diagram n, number of counters is 2n plus 2. Put n is equal to 1, which means diagram 1. And for this, counters are 4. When n is equal to 2, which means diagram 2, counters are 6, and so on. Which means our formula is correct, as we are getting the correct number of counters for each diagram. Part C of the question is, in this sequence, diagram P has 200 counters. Find the value of P. To make the question more clear for you, I write it in the form of a table. Now, what is P? From part B, we already know that for this sequence, number of counters in diagram n is equal to 2n plus 2. Now, as n is a variable and it represents any diagram number, so for diagram P, replace n by P, and hence number of counters in diagram P is equal to 2p plus 2. Now, we are given in the question that diagram P has 200 counters. So, equating both values for the number of counters in diagram P and simplifying, we get P is equal to 99.